okay, inverse of a function. Now let's take fx equal to 3x minus 5. इसको प्लॉट करेंगे तो x equal to 0 पे y कितना आएगा, -5 आएगा, और fx कितना आएगा, -5 आएगा. If you take x equal to 1, y कितना आएगा, -2 आएगा. If you take x equal to 2, y कितना आएगा, 1 आएगा. Okay. Now guys, I want such a function जिसमें मैं इंडिपेंडेंट वेरिएबल -5 पुट करूं, मुझे 0 मिलना चाहिए. ओके, -2 पुट करो, मुझे 1 मिलना चाहिए. 1 पुट करो, मुझे 2 मिलना चाहिए. राइट. ठीक इसका रिवर्स. यहाँ हम लोग ने इंडिपेंडेंट वेरिएबल x अज्यूम किया है. So when you put 0, 1 and 2, you get y as -5, -2 and 1 respectively. अब मुझे उल्टा चाहिए. Okay, I need to put the independent variable as -5, मुझे 0 आना चाहिए, -2 मुझे 1 आना चाहिए, and 1 मुझे 2 आना चाहिए. इसी को हम लोग बोलेंगे बेसिकली इस फंक्शन का और इस इक्वेशन का इनवर्स. Okay. Now guys, for the inverse to exist, there are two main conditions. Okay, the function should be a one-one function and the function should be an onto function. Let's understand why. If you take a many one function, guys, okay, if you take a many one function here, okay, ये अगर अपना x का वैल्यू है, y का वैल्यू है, many one function में multiple values of x may correspond to same value of y, right? So when we take the inverse, guys, what does it mean? One value of x will correspond to multiple values of y. ये तो function का definition ही मतलब basically contradict कर रहा है, right? For a function, one value of x should correspond to exactly one value of y. Okay, but यहाँ पे एक value of x will correspond to multiple values of y, so it won't be a function anymore. That is why we require a one-one function. Okay, ताकि ये वाला like contradiction ना आए. Also, if you take an like onto function, okay, onto function क्यों होना चाहिए, उसका हम लोग study करेंगे क्यों reason है. If let's say I take an into function like y is equal to mod x, okay, this is y is equal to mod x. I know that the graph is not defined for negative values of y, but the graph is defined for negative values of x, right? So when they interchange, your graph won't be defined, the inverse won't be defined for negative values of x, right? That means the function, okay, should be an onto function, so that even after taking the inverse, okay, both the values of x and y are basically defined in the range. Okay, so that is the reason whenever the function is one or onto, we call it as a bijective function. ओके, पहले हमने इंजेक्टिव पढ़ा, फिर हमने सर्जेक्टिव पढ़ा, अब हम पढ़ रहे हैं बाइजेक्टिव. बाय मींस टू. ओके, सो रिमेंबर टू कंडीशंस आर हियर, वन इंजेक्टिव एंड इट्स कॉल्ड अ बाइजेक्टिव फंक्शन. ओके, नाउ गाइस, दिस इज गोइंग टू बी योर फर्स्ट चेक ऑलवेज. ओके, जब भी हम लोग किसी फंक्शन का इनवर्स फाइंड करने जाएंगे, वी नीड टू फर्स्ट इंश्योर दैट द इनवर्स विल एग्जिस्ट. ओके, बाय दीस टू कंडीशंस. व्हेन यू इंश्योर दैट दीस टू कंडीशंस आर फुलफिल्ड, the inverse will definitely exist. Okay, now guys, if you observe carefully, for y is equal to 3x minus 5, if I take for all real numbers, okay, it will be a straight line. Okay, double intercept form से क्या हो जाएगा, 3x x upon 3x by 5 by 3 और y by 5, so it will be something like this, minus minus y. So the graph will be something like this. Okay, so it is definitely a one-one function, right? It's basically an algebraic equation, ax plus by plus c equal to 0, a linear one. So as I told you in the previous class, linear equations are always one-one. Is it onto? Yes, because I have taken the range and the domain both as real numbers, and y also is assuming real numbers now, right? So guys, always remember, linear functions are always bijective in nature, always. Okay, ax plus by plus c equal to 0 जब भी रहा, they are always bijective in nature. Okay, unless and otherwise you are modifying or you're just manipulating the codomain. Okay, so y equal to 3x minus 5 definitely is 1 and onto. That means the inverse will exist. Okay, now the next step is, guys, to actually find the inverse. तो हम क्या करेंगे, fx को लिख देंगे y, एक ही बात है. We have been given the equation as y in terms of x. Okay, तो हम क्या करेंगे, we'll try to write x in terms of y. Okay, पहले 5 को उस तरफ ले आएंगे, y plus 5 equals to 3x हो जाएगा, and we have x equal to y plus 5 upon 3 equals to x basically. Okay, now this x is nothing but the inverse of the given function, g inverse of y. ओके, अब इसमें हम लोग क्या ऑब्जर्व करते हैं गाइस, इसमें व्हेन आई पुट y is equal to -5, ओके, इन दिस पर्टिकुलर इक्वेशन -5 plus 5 is 0 upon 3 will give you 0. ओके, मुझे जो चाहिए एग्जैक्टली वही मिल गया. इंडिपेंडेंट वेरिएबल में इफ आई पुट -5, आई विल गेट द डिपेंडेंट वेरिएबल एज 0. सी, आई पुट इंडिपेंडेंट वेरिएबल एज -2 plus 5 3 upon 3 is 1. ये चाहिए था मुझे. I put the independent variable as -2, the dependent should be 1. ये चाहिए था मुझे. And same if you put y equals to 1, okay, your 1 plus 5 upon 3, the g inverse will be equal to 2. Okay, this is the inverse of the given function, right guys? Okay, so that's about the inverse of a function. I hope you understood this part. Let's solve a few questions now, guys. So let's solve the very first question, guys. F of 5, I need to find the value of f of 5. Now guys, f of x का मतलब है 3x, so f of 5 क्या हो जाएगा, मैंने substitute x की जगह पे 5. So f of 5 is simply equal to 3 into 5, which is 15. Okay, Next question, g of 5, same thing. G of 5 के लिए in place of x I put the value of 5. 2 into 5 minus 5, 2 5 is 10 minus 5 is 5. Okay, next question is f of g of 2. Now guys, this is called as a composite function. Okay, it's a function of a function. It's a composite function. Okay, so first step is you find out the value of g of 2. Okay, g of 2 क्या हो जाएगा guys? 2 into 2 minus 5, 2 to the 4 minus 5 is minus 1. And now in place of f of x, you substitute x is equal to minus 1, this value. You will get f of g of 2. Okay, so 3 into minus 1 is nothing but minus 3. That's about it, the answer required. Okay, next one, g of k of 2. Guys, exact same logic लगेगा यहाँ पे. We first find k of 2, the world's highest peak or one of the highest peaks, k2. No. Okay, so k2 is 2 cube, which is 8 here. And I need to find g of k of 2, right? That means, guys, I want g of 8 actually. Okay, so g of 8 kya hoga, guys? In place of x, you put 8. G of 8 will be 2 into 8 minus 5. 2 8 is 16 minus 5. The answer is 11. Okay, guys, let's go on to the next question. F inverse of 12. Okay, guys, first step is to find out, okay, whether f inverse x will exist. Okay, we have been given f of x as y is equal to 3x. It's a 1 1 function, yes, and it's also onto, okay, on the range of real numbers. Okay, so we first find the inverse. Okay, inverse basically क्या हो जाएगा यहाँ पे? We first write x in terms of y. X is equal to y by 3, or basically g inverse of y is equal to y by 3. अब उन्होंने क्या पूछा है हमसे? f inverse of 12 पूछा है, right? Okay, f है यहाँ पे, g नहीं है. Okay, fine. So f inverse of 12 पूछा है, right? F inverse of 12 basically क्या हो जाएगा, guys? In place of y, you put the value 12. 12 upon 3, the answer is 4. Okay, next question, guys. K of g inverse of 3. Okay, now first step is we try to find out the g inverse of 3, right? Okay, for that we start with g of x. Now also, guys, g of x is given to you as 2 into x minus 5. It's a bijective function. We saw just now that linear equations are both 1 1 and 1 2. They're bijective in nature, right? So अब inverse find करना काफी easy है. You can take this y is equal to 2x minus 5. 5 here, you get y plus 5 divided by 2 is equal to x. This x is nothing but your g inverse of y, right? अब उसने अपने से क्या पूछा है? G inverse of 3. So in place of y, you substitute the value of 3. So g inverse of 3 is nothing but 3 plus 5 divided by 2. 8 by 2 is 4. Okay, next step is k of g inverse 3. So they are actually asking you what is the value of k of 4. Okay, 4 ka cube is your answer 64, right?